Amanda Thompson, and I'm a professor in anthropology and nutrition. The challenge my research in Galapagos is trying to solve are the impacts of water and food, both quality and security, on human health. And some of the key questions are how exposure to poor quality diets or poor quality water influence the dual burden of disease, so both undernutrition and infectious disease, as well as chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes and obesity. Working in the Galapagos is a really great model for our research questions. So a lot of the issues that we're dealing with, poor quality water, high fat, high energy diets, limited availability of fresh foods, are conditions that we see in a lot of places in the world, but because we're looking in Galapagos at this island environment, we have a unique opportunity to measure what's coming in on the ships, what foods are available. It's also a smaller population than what you might deal with in other research contexts. So we work predominantly in San Cristobal, which is one of the 4 populated islands in Galapagos, and there are about 8,000 or so residents on the island, and there are about 40,000 residents in Galapagos total. So in some ways it serves as a kind of model or case study of some of these issues that are seen globally, but in a more managed environment where we can do this research. Our research has a global impact because the questions that we're asking, while we're looking at them specifically in Galapagos, questions about water security and water quality and food security, are problems that are impacting a lot of populations around the world. So even though we're looking at this in the Galapagos context, our results are things that can be applied to other locations as well. Another kind of global linkage for our research is the fact that this is really collaborative research between our team here at UNC as well as faculty members at USFQ in Quito. And so we're able to build these multinational partnerships as part of our research project as well. Another really important feature of the Galapagos Science Center is the link to study abroad and the ability to bring students into the field to do research as well. And so the project that I've been talking about on water security and food security really stemmed from a study abroad course that I taught in 2015. We had 17 students in a course called the Ecology of Health and Nutrition in Galapagos. And as part of that course, we had students collect data. And one of the projects that they did was mapping all of the food locations on the island of in San Cristobal and doing an inventory of what was on the shelves for food. And one of the key things that the students found was that in between the barges that were bringing the food to the island, that most of the food was being concentrated down along the coast, which is where the tourists tend to stay. And there was less food available as you went into the residential neighborhoods. And that was really an observation that led to our questions about food security and food access and availability for the islands. Our research would really not be possible without the support of the Galapagos Science Center. There's both the infrastructure support, which is really unique for these types of settings in the world. So we have the laboratories that we need to be able to conduct analyses on site without having to worry about transporting samples. We use the microbiology lab, for example, to do some of the biomarkers that we collect for human health measures. The other thing that's really critical about the Galapagos Science Center is just the staff and personnel support that we receive as well. We were able to hire a team of really fantastic research assistants through the center, and the center provided the infrastructure for them as well. Another really key component is the relationship between the Galapagos Science Center and the community, and I don't think the community in San Cristobal would be as willing to work with us without the relationship that the university has built with the community over the years. And part of that relationship is also with the hospital on San Cristobal, and we've been able to collaborate with the hospital on our projects, which has really made this research possible.